Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Buffalo Billy special podcast. I'm joined by always with the waiver wire whiz, and this week we have special guest Tennessee Nick, the biggest Seahawks fan you'll ever meet.
All right.
We're going to talk the NFC West, and we're going to talk about Terrion Arnold, and we're going to open with keep four, cut four, and do our classic closing. All right, so keep four, cut four this week. Nick, your favorite position in the NFL is running back. So I have 8 amazing running backs for you. The first one is Sean Alexander, and go.
Sean Alexander, keep.
You're going to keep Sean? I
Yep.
figured you would. All right. So your next player is Adrian All Day Peterson.
Uh, Physicality wise, I would just keep Alexander.
Okay. So you're cutting AP?
Yep. Cut AP.
Okay. Your next player is Christian McCaffrey.
All right. I'll cut Alexander, keep McCaffrey.
Oh, no, you can't go back.
Oh,
Yeah.
um, keep McCaffrey.
You're going to keep CMC? All right. Your
Yep.
next one is It's Deeper Than the Box Score, Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley. I'll cut him.
Oh my God, he didn't even think about it. All right, so far you have kept Sean Alexander and CMC and cut AP and Todd Gurley. Your next one is going to be LT Ladalian Tomlinson.
Oh, definitely keep.
All right, keep it LT, keep it LT. That is a K, and I need to remove this K from Todd Gurley real quick. Um, your next one is CJ 2K.
That's
That's Chris
tough.
Johnson.
Yeah. I'll keep him.
You're gonna keep. All right, and your next one is Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, keep.
All right, your last player that you are cutting is Brian Westbrook.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. If anything you would change now?
I mean, not really. I have a solid structure of like big physical backs, and I have that mix of CJ2K in there as well for just speed.
Absolutely. Perfect
Yeah.
list, in my opinion, besides Brian Westbrook not being kept, but I was a big Brian Westbrook guy as a kid, but also Adrian Peterson, GOAT. But moving on to Terry on Arnold, I mean, Jesus, man, insane. What were you thinking when you saw that when you woke up?
And that was crazy. I was just like, I read the article first of all after seeing stuff on Discord pop up, and I was just like, what the heck? Like this guy is like 23, 24. People would kill to be in the NFL. It's like, why can't you just be a decent human being? I mean, hopefully, it's not as severe as it sounds, but it doesn't sound very good.
Yeah.
No. Go ahead, Wayne. Or waiver wire whiz. I'll cut that.
Kind of a similar feeling. I think when anytime when situations like this happen, it just makes you scratch your head, and it's just unfortunate. Um, if anything, I think I feel more disappointment than anything, just
Mhm.
because of the opportunities that are missed when folks make these kind of mistakes. But the one thing I always think about, and it's not giving anybody a slap on the wrist because you make your decisions, but it just goes to show, you're dealing with kids like that, like
Yep.
they're still really really young. So um, yeah, it shows how folks can be influenced to make certain
Mhm.
decisions, but it's unfortunate to say the least. Definitely
Yes.
is.
So my thoughts, no amount of money is gonna get you out of this one.
Mhm.
You are screwed. Uh I don't think we'll ever see him play football again. I'm thinking 25 to life at least. And from what I understand, he could get 4 counts of that 25 to life, so he's done for.
Yeah.
But you know, sucks for him. At least he has a little bit of money saved to give to his kids or family if he has kids. I don't really know him all that well personally outside of football, obviously. That was a dumb comment, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know his story. Like, I'm not a huge Lions fan. I watch the Lions to watch their offense, but it sucks. But at the end of the day, he did it to himself, and he's got no one to blame. Um, but yeah, money can't save him, so we move on. We will move on now to the NFC West preview. Very competitive division. Some would say the toughest in football. I would agree with that. Um, who wants to start?
Yeah, I'll take it. So yeah, as a Seahawks fan, I mean, obviously the reigning champs, but this upcoming season has me a little worried. I mean, the Rams, um, they look stacked. I mean, Les Snead, he must be doing some voodoo magic down there in Los Angeles, just because they keep getting better and better. Obviously, the addition of Myles Garrett over there. I know Jared Verse, his departure is a little bit sad because he was a key player to their defense, but I feel like it's a slight upgrade. That defense is still well polished. I mean, Puka Nakua is always a stud over there. They got a good backfield. Matt Stafford just looks invincible sometimes, even though he takes some pretty nasty sacks. So that's the team that has me worried. I think our ceiling. Oh, correct me. Is ceiling's the top and like floor is the bottom, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think the ceiling is 14-3, and the floor is 11-5. So it's a pretty wide stretch of we could either be like borderline playoff team or we could just be like a repeat of last year. So it's going to be a really interesting season to watch unfold. And you're spot on. I think it's easily the toughest division in the league this year.
Yeah, and I can
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely. Sorry. I had to
go
mute myself for a second. Yeah, I agree with that. I think the Seahawks have the potential to make it back to the playoffs. Obviously, I don't know if Super Bowl is on the menu. Really depends on how the Rams are looking, in my opinion. I think they're the top two. But I will say this at the end of the day, the Seahawks are Super Bowl champions, so anything is possible. They still have McDaniel.
Mhm.
They got a lot in the positive direction going. They got younger at running back, and quite frankly, I think Price is going to be very, very good. Um, and I think Ken Walker is a little overrated to where he is currently.
Mhm.
So we'll see what happens. Wide receiver wise, you got JSN, amazing, perfect,
Mhm.
beautiful. We love him. And then I think AJ Barner is going to have a tremendous season,
Yeah.
even if he doesn't get the most catches. He's an excellent blocker. He's great with their whatever they call their version of the tush push with him, the Barner push.
Yeah, kind of.
Uh, yeah,
Mhm.
and then the defense is incredible. Uh, you lose one cornerback, you brought in a freak superstar in his rookie year last year in Imamore.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you guys are just kind of set everywhere. It's pretty much just hoping that the new pieces coming in can replace the talent of the old
Oh,
last year.
yeah.
But I'm thinking 12-5, 13-4, right there. I think it'll still be right there. I just think the Rams are going to be the problem in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think if you're lucky, you'll split in the regular season, and we'll see what happens in the final showdown. Go
Mhm.
ahead, Wiz.
yeah. So kind of in similar, I think in a very similar fashion. I feel about the same as both of you. One thing about the Seahawks is I think they're just extremely well rounded. I mean, they're not only stacked on offense and defense, but I think the last thing I want to bring in another component is special teams. I mean, you
Mhm.
got Rashid Shaheed, who is a absolute monster, probably going to go down as one of the best to do it at the returner position, and just to have that secret weapon every once in a while in games, especially in a division like we talked about, is tough. That type of edge can sometimes make a difference too. So I think that's going to be interesting. I love the defense. Love the coaching. Um, love the coaching that we got going on there as well. So I think if there is only one concern I have, now that teams have gotten to see what the Seahawks offense is going to be like, they're going to go back and look at the tape. Can the Seahawks do it again? You know, and your sake, Tennessee, since we got you on the show, I hope they can. But seriously, I want to see if they can. If I want to see what they can do. I want to see what Darnold can do again as well.
Mhm.
If things can be replicated, I'm going with I'm around like 12 or 13 wins. I still think they're going to have a really good year, but because of the other factors that they have, that they're good. They're a very well rounded team.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just bring up the Cardinals and we'll just swing this under the rug real quick. Irrelevant, don't really matter all that much. I'm thinking 2, 3 wins. Maybe Beck can show something. But it might be the Jacoby show for the year. I'm really just looking for my fantasy players to do good with them. I want Wilson to do good. I want Marvin Harrison to show something and Trey McBride to continue to be awesome. And
Mm-hmm.
hopefully Love isn't Genty of last year where he shows signs and isn't getting just blasted every play. But we'll see. Defensively, I like Josh Sweat. That's about it. New cornerback from last year's first round pick. Maybe he'll get to play more this year without the injuries. But yeah, I have the Cardinals with 2, 3 wins, bottom tier of the NFL. Go ahead, guys.
So I can jump in next. Yeah, it's so tough for the Cardinals. I like I do like their coaching change. I do think yeah, I do think that's going to be very interesting to kind of see how that goes. I love their offense. I think they have a really interesting offense this year to see how they can compete. I have a lot of concerns with the defense, though. That's my biggest concern. I will say this for fantasy football purposes, go get the Cardinals linebackers. They're going to get a lot of tackles. So
Yeah,
I would just highly
they're
recommend. Yeah,
gonna be on the field a lot.
I think they'll be out there quite a bit, but let
Mm-hmm.
me. I think they're gonna do a little bit better. You know, one thing I will say about this division, they always battle it out in those divisional games. So
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go with 5 wins. I know that may seem little bit of reach, but I think I could see some late season magic happen where they maybe try to upset a couple upsets in those games,
Mhm.
especially division games. So I'll go with about 5 wins.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to put it. Every NFC West game is always competitive.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how bad the Cardinals are, whenever my Seahawks are playing them, I always get a little bit of nervous because I know Arizona usually plays them pretty well. But I mean, I like Jeremiah Love, but I wasn't thrilled with this draft spot. Just knowing that the Arizona running back room, they just brought in Tyler Algier. I mean, James Conner's there, Trey Benson. It's just a deep room, so it's like he's going to be the spotlight guy, Jeremiah Love. But it's just what's the split going to look like? Because it's not going to be him primarily the whole game. Um, but I mean, Jacoby, can he keep it up for this year? I mean, I like McBride a lot. I mean, Marv, I still am kind of faithful in him. And Michael Wilson, I don't know if it was just a one-off year or whatnot. Hopefully, they could retain. But yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere around maybe 4 or 5 wins tops. It's going to be just a really tough year in the NFC West, and they used to be. I remember the days when the NFC West was the laughing stock of the league. Seahawks made the playoffs one year with a losing record.
Beastquake year.
Yeah.
Oh, oh yeah,
That was good shit though.
it
Oh
was
yeah.
a lot of fun to watch. But yep.
Or Saints though. Drew Brees got just screwed every
Yeah.
time. he Drew Brees is Josh Allen 2.0,
Yep.
kind of the same role.
You're not wrong.
Just need to get the one Super
Well,
Bowl ring at least.
let's, for your sake, let's hope that that's not the case.
Yeah, I hope not, but
I mean, seriously.
reality is setting in. He's 30. But we'll move over to the Rams. I'm going to use this as my actual pick. I'm going to give you 49ers if that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So with the Rams, you got Devontae Adams, you got Puka Nacua, you got Kyron, Blake Corum, you got Matthew Stafford, 700 tight ends, Ferguson, well, Michael Ferguson, but you got
Oh, Terrence Ferguson.
Terrence Ferguson. You got who else over there?
Parkinson.
You got the
Yeah.
rookie. There's too many tight ends over there to count.
Tyler Higbee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Tyler
there's one
Higbee.
more too.
They got
I'm
a
not
bunch
sure.
of
Yeah.
Colby something, right?
Yeah. Colby Parkinson.
Parkinson. I couldn't think of the last name. Like They got a lot of tight ends, and then oh, man, they got this guy named Miles Garrett a couple weeks ago. Holy crap! Holy poop! That
Hmm.
man's amazing. And then Aaron Donald coming out of retirement possibly, and then they just got the Chiefs' best cornerback too. I don't know how you can't say that this is going to go one of two ways. This is either going to be the Eagles Super Bowl or super team that just falls flat in their face and wins 8 games and has 9 losses or whatever, or they're going to go like 15-2 and they're going to lose to the stupidest games to like the Panthers and to the Cardinals somehow. Like,
Hmm.
just absolutely incredible. Like, we have the best coach, in my opinion, the best offensive coach in the entire league, head coach in Sean McVay. They just got everything going for them, and if Miles Garrett can be half as good as he was in with the Browns, not that I think his talent's going to be magically gone, but all the leadership and just sack ability that he brought to that team, where Miles Garrett was still getting double covered every game and still producing at an alarming rate, and he's only got better people to help him rush the ball. Just know that if they kept Jared Verse, it was already over.
Hmm.
Like if they only traded draft picks for him, my lord. But yeah, no, the Rams are my 1 seed. They're winning this division. 15-2, 16-1. I'm sorry to say that, but dude, they're crazy. Just imagine if they didn't waste a pick on Ty Sampson and they took Malik Lemon instead.
Oh yeah.
Like
Okay.
insane.
Yeah,
But
I'm not gonna be that I'm not gonna be that delusional Seahawks fan to be like, oh, the Rams are bums. I think they're easily the Super Bowl favorites. I mean, obviously, me being a Seattle fan, I'm hopeful that they have like an Eagles super team type of year where they just fall on their face. But let's be real, I don't think that's gonna happen, and I don't think anybody in this pod thinks that's gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, Les Snead, he's a phenomenal GM. He's really an f those picks type guy, and he just he must have been watching the Netflix documentary Art of the Deal, because I mean that guy's just a magician.
yeah, he's almost as good as Howie Roseman. Just,
Yeah.
but
Hey,
go ahead, Wiz.
no, you never know. You never know. I mean, after this season, we'll have to see. I will say so. Y'all have covered most of the players and stuff, so I'll try to just pinpoint some of the other areas. But this is definitely a super team, and
Mhm.
they got a shot at taking it all. The one thing I want to mention are, I will say this: if you, for throwing fantasy football purposes again, get all parts of this defense.
Yep.
Quentin, go get all the defensive linemen because they're going to be phenomenal because Miles Garrett's there now. So, got to shout out Jared Verse though. Jared Verse underratedly had one of the best pressure rates in the league. So I just want to shout him out because I think that because Miles Garrett can obviously do more than that, which is wild. It's just gonna upgrade that entire defense. And shout out
Mhm.
to Nate Landman. That's my guy. So shout out to Nate Landman.
Tackle machine.
Great season too. So just a whole lot of love for the Rams. I mean, I think they're gonna do really well. I have to throw it out there though, and I'm not trying to throw out a hex, but I just have to point it out. To the same point you made, King. It reminds me of because this is my childhood a little bit. It reminds me of the '03, '04 LA Lakers when they had Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Gary Payton, and I even think they had
Kobe.
no, not Kobe. It was the who's the 3-point shooter that used to play for the
Oh, Fisher?
no
No.
Ray Allen. I think they had Ray Allen too.
Oh
But
yeah.
so they had a super team that year, right? And everybody thought they were gonna win. They made it all. They made it all the way down. I think they may have even lost in the before they made it to the big game that year. But that's my only concern. They got all these pieces. We'll see if they can win the ship. But I think it's
Mhm.
Super Bowl or bust
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
with the roster that they put together and what
Oh
they have.
yeah.
Anything else is a failure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so to get to the point, I am looking at 15 wins. I think they'll be around that 15 win.
Hmm.
Maybe a couple upsets in there, but 15 wins.
Well, bring us home on the San Francisco 49ers, brother.
Yeah, let's You're asking me to start. I'm good to
Yeah,
start.
yeah, this is your run.
Roll right into it. So, I love the Niners too. I mean, we're talking about great GMs. You know, shout out to John Lynch and what he's been able to do in his tenure. Um, I think I think for the Niners, this is a big year for them to continue to showcase what they can do. I'm really interested. I mean, they got Brock Purdy. We've got Christian McCaffrey. Shout out to Jordan James. We'll see what he can do if he gets an opportunity. Um, you still got Kittle. We'll see if age doesn't creep up on him, and maybe Pearsall could do something. You know, Ricky. You know, shout out to Ricky Pearsall. See if he can show us something. But a lot of great pieces there. Fred Warner. Let's hope he can stay healthy and continue to be the LB1 that he is. But I mean, they've got a good team, a lot of pieces, and I think they're gonna have. I think they're gonna have another good year. Especially if folks can stay healthy. I mean, that's always the challenge with the Niners. Can they stay healthy? I do want to see what they're going to do with Christian McCaffrey. There's this talk about him playing wide out. Doing being more of a pass catcher. I won't believe it until I see it. but, um, but yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunities there. So in short, they're going to contend. They're going to compete. I think they'll be on that cusp of 10 to 11 wins. That's how I see it. And I think they'll have a shot at making the playoffs, but it will be close. It's going to really depend on how well the Seahawks do.
All right. I will take the next pass up on the 49ers here. Um, I'm more worried about the defense aging. That's my biggest concern with them. And they finally have a kicker, so I'm not going to go anywhere there. But I had to point that out. They do have a kicker finally. Took like 8 years. But as far as the defense goes, Nick Bosa coming off major injury and surgery. I want to say he was an ACL. Fred
Mm.
Warner destroyed his leg or ankle or something like that. He's coming back. He's in his 30s now. The secondary, I feel like it's kind of questionable. Like it's not as good as it was before. It's really going to come down to Fred and um, Nick. You know, if they aren't their normal selves, I think we could see a lot of potential problems over there. Um, and Fred's, in my opinion, the best linebacker in the entire football and all of football. Like he's an absolutely amazing player. He may not get sacks, but he's always there to make a play. He's always there to stop someone. Like he is literally, to me, this generation's Ray Lewis. Like he's just there. He knows what to do. He's got the smartest. Like he's the smartest person on the field. He can see things before it even happens. Like he's just amazing. And that knowledge doesn't go away, but the speed and the power starts to dip back at this point. And then coming off that major, I believe it was his ankle surgery. Um, I don't know, mate. I think we could see the 49ers being at like 9-8, and they brought in Mike Evans. I don't think Mike Evans is the same player he was 2 years ago.
Mm.
I don't trust him. And now he's part of the 49ers, the most injured team in all of NFL the last 6, 7 years since Shanahan got there. I mean, that's like not a good place for him to be. He's going to be Swiss cheese, in my opinion, by week 8. Like, I just don't see him staying healthy. CMC, this is a CMC off year. Hurt every other year the last couple years. CMC could go down again. But we got the great Jesse James. So hopefully it's Jesse James season. I'm not gonna lie. But I have no faith in Ricky Pearsall. I think he's a bust. I think he's absolutely horrible. And them losing Kendrick Bourne is going to prove to be a big mistake on their part. I hope he does something amazing in Arizona. But I'm going to pass it over to you, Nick.
Yeah, I so it's gonna be an interesting year. I mean, they have the pieces. I'm still kind of worried about that running back room. I mean, Christian McCaffrey is CMC. He's amazing, but I mean, he's not getting any younger, and it seems to me like I don't trust Jordan James being the RB2 over there. I know they got Kalen Black out of Indiana as well, um, but it's just like that's such a those are tough shoes to fill once CMC's gone, and I think he's either got 1 year or maybe 27 will be his last year. Kittle's not getting any younger either. I know Tonjes, he had kind of a decent infill when Kittle was hurt, which seems to be a lot. But yeah, and that defense is it's sketchy to be honest. So I don't know. Give me maybe eight wins would be the floor. Nine would be the ceiling. That wide receiver room just it's too crowded. I mean, you got Evans, Kirk, Pearsall. Now you got Stribling there. Eh, it's
It was
confusing
a
to be
head
honest.
scratcher pick to begin
Yeah.
with.
Well, I like Stribling. He was a really good receiver at Ole Miss. It's just I mean, you acquire Evans and Kirk, and you have Pearsall there, and you go ahead and draft like a wide receiver so high in the draft. It just doesn't make much sense.
No, especially when you need defensive help.
Yeah.
But we still got some time here, so let's do something we never done and just talk about your hot takes for this entire division. I guess at this point, I'll let you go first, Nick.
Yeah, my hot take. I mean, JSN. I think he keeps the yardage leader. And I think he surpasses Puka Nakua, and I think they at least make the NFC Championship. That's my hope.
All right, go ahead, Wiz.
Right. So I already brought his name up. If you haven't figured it out, I think you might even know who I'm about to mention, King. I love Jordan James. I like them coming out as well. So he's my hot take. If he gets an opportunity, I am calling it now. I think it could look like Kyron Williams 2.0 if he gets a shot. So, yeah, I love Jordan James. So interested to see what he can do. I know that's some high praise, but we'll see. Anything can happen in the 49ers backfield. So let's have a little fun.
This may not be a hot take, but to me it is. I think that Michael Wilson proves to be number one wide receiver in Arizona and buries Marvin Harrison Jr. by the trade deadline, and Marvin Harrison gets shipped off somewhere. Don't know where, but I think that he proves that he is a true number one wide receiver. I'm crazy about the dude. I think he's amazing. He is my favorite waiver pickup of all time. I picked him up in a bunch of leagues. Before he was even amazing, I had a bunch of injuries, and then I just plugged him in, and then I want to say like week 7 or 8, I put him in, and he just went nuts, and I was like, okay, maybe we got something here. So I
Yeah.
have a lot of faith in the kid. I'm just hoping that he can continue to prove it, and I'd like Marvin Harrison to just get a fresh start somewhere else. To be honest,
Mhm.
I feel like he's absolutely miserable in Arizona, so I'd like to see him get a chance to go somewhere else. So
Yeah,
uh,
I'll just add real quick. I do like Michael Wilson a lot. My one worry though is you see these receivers and even running backs who they've been in the league for like 3 years and then they start popping on, but um, I don't know if it's very sustainable. But I hope Wilson retains because I really liked what he did in Arizona last year.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I got
agree.
Michael Wilson too. I definitely, I'm a numbers guy, and his PFF is off the charts. Like he looked really, really good last year. So,
Mhm.
um, yeah, shout out to Michael Wilson. I think he's gonna look good. And Marv, maybe a Nico Collins type breakout. Maybe it's gonna take like year 4 or something. I think it's gonna take him some time. And if he,
Yeah.
so we'll have
All
to see.
right, boys. Well, we got about 9 minutes, so we'll go around again. We'll let Wiz go first this time.
We're staying in the division. More hot takes.
Yeah.
Okay, so hmm,
And if you got one, feel free to jump.
yeah, I don't know if I think I need more time.
Okay. Well, I got another one. So we're gonna go over to the 49ers. I I believe that this will be Kyle Shanahan. I think he's gonna get fired if they underperform. I think they're just gonna have had an like it's almost gonna be like Sean McDermott firing. It's not because we hate you. It's because we're not getting there. We're not getting a ring. I think they let him go and he walks somewhere else at the end of the season.
Yeah. Since we're talking about coaches now, now that I think of it, I mean the Rams got a really good thing going there. Snead, I mean he's a magician, like I added, but I feel like it's almost McVay's putting himself in the situation where the seat's getting really hot and it doesn't need to be hot. I feel like if they don't live up to the hype, he's either gonna be escorted out or he's just gonna hang up because we've seen him on the rumor mill that he was gonna hang up before and he stayed on. But yeah, I think they just made themselves a really really big target and that the seat is hot and he might not even know it's hot yet.
Yeah, I could see that happening to a degree. I mean, if they make the Super Bowl and lose, though, I don't see him going anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Like they would have to be like eliminated in the first round of playoffs. Like they
Well,
don't get by.
you got to retain the players, and I mean
Yeah,
that's not a cheap roster to retain every
no.
year, 100% by any
I
means.
mean, Puka Nakua is gone next year. There's no way they can pay him.
Hmm.
There's no money left.
No, no money, no future, and it's
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
this is a win now roster. Like they're going to
mm,
have a dark future in 2 years,
yeah,
unless Ty Simpson's absolutely bonkers crazy.
Who knows?
Which I mean, anything's possible, but I don't think they have a very bright future after these next 1 or 2 years. And if they do lose Nakua this coming year, I don't think it's going to be very good
hmm,
because they have no picks to replace him.
It would have
I mean,
everything.
I guess they could hit another fifth round receiver though. Anything's possible. Either of you come up with another hot take?
Yeah, I got one more. I don't know how hot it really is. It might
Go
be
ahead.
like but my hot take is Tyler Algier. I think this is gonna and so sorry to apologies now for anybody who is going to draft Jeremiah Love or who has already drafted him. I actually think that Tyler Algier is going to pull off the Bijan Tyler Algier season again. I think he's gonna have
hmm,
like 1,000 yards. He's gonna have a big time season. And I still think Jeremiah Love is going to do great in his rookie year for a rookie. But I think that Tyler Algier is going to show that he's one of the best backs in that backfield and a really good one in the league. So, yeah, that's my hot
yeah.
I
I,
really need him to get traded
I
just so
yeah.
the Green Bay Packers have a running back and for fantasy
This
purposes.
season trade it makes sense. It's
Mhm.
Yeah.
it starts popping off. I could see them do that. That'd be a good
All
move.
right.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I don't have another take, but I'll just agree with Wiss's take. I really do like Algier. I mean, the year before they drafted Bijan, you saw Algier he was 1,000 yard rusher, and that was the season was one game less, so it matters. I think it's more of a statement then because it's one less game than it is now. But yeah, I think he could emerge as the RB1. But yeah, I do know they have like four decent running backs over there in Arizona. So why not trade one for at least some capital?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll wrap this up a few minutes early. I mean, we're not going to drag it out, just drag it out. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. If you have any questions, always hit us up on the comments section or one of our social media pages. Links are always in our videos. Nick, I want to say it's been an absolute pleasure having you. We look forward to having you on regularly this year. You
Yeah,
were absolutely amazing tonight. Wiz, excellent show as always. But with that being said, I'm going to say do good, be good, go Bills, God bless. Go ahead, Wiz.
God bless. Be great. Go Birds.
Go ahead, Nick.
go Seahawks.
All right. And then song of the week. I have nothing pretty crazy for you, but I am gonna go with an oldie but a goodie. We're gonna go with oh my god. I lost it. Go ahead, Wiz.
I got your back. So I'm going old school.
Okay.
The OJ's I Love Music. Just in my old school bag today.
Okay, go Nick.
Give me the Humpty Dance by Digital Underground.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do Taking Back Sunday. We're gonna go with The Curse of Curves.
Hmm.
Excellent song. All right. Well, God bless all everyone and have a good night. Uh, Stop recording.